see y'all. Just had to log on today. The news is getting mental about the age verification checks, not only in the UK, in Australia, yet also creeping up in the United States. So we're gonna take it country by country. Just want to say that I am shocked. My partner actually told me this was gonna happen like 6 months, a year ago. And I was like, nah, they'll never do this. Come on, like, internet freedom is forever. And here we are. It happened in the span of just overnight, really, without like almost any pushback. In case you missed it, so we have AI face scan tech with Verify ID and Luciferian. We've got scan your face, deep state tech. You know, they're saying this is to keep children safe. We know that's not true. This is a Lockstep. They've been trying to do this in order to censor public opinion and collect our data. So that's exactly why Keep Children Safe matches surveillance. And of course, as they bring out the metaverse. And just in time for World War III in the next few years, right? Online safety, Orwellian tech, everyone keeps mentioning 1984. So these numbers, I mean, it's got the Jesuit order stamped all over it. You got their main number 144 with age verification. That's the main topic trending. What a surprise. I mean, seriously. And you got UK online safety really kicking it off for us with censor politics and the Jesuit order. UK Online Safety Act, again, 201, Illuminati ritual, and that 112 Jesuits operate in 112 countries, which is just a branch of the Catholic Army. But this is the one that I'm most interested in, to be honest. It's basically the start of the Bluebeam agenda as well, because look, age verification, alien invasion, internet ID check, Project Bluebeam, and satanic ritual. The Online Safety Act, 202, with NASA's Project Bluebeam and NASA fake alien invasion. Verify over 18 plus, that 222 number that they love. World Economic Forum, you see what's happening here. And that's about it for what I've found so far. I do have a running list going, and this is kind of breaking news, so I just wanted to update, let me know what you guys find. But I also just wanted to share the overall, like, what I've found. So I kind of wanted to figure this out because there's so many news like segments going on, and I was like, okay, but what's happening where? So this is a chart that I had Broke AI make for us. So basically it shows that age verification scan for 18 plus content has already been implemented here in the UK. In the US, they're talking about starting it in this month. I don't know if you're in the States and you've already seen it. Let me know. And then in terms of like Australia is gonna kick over a 3-part program in December of 2025. So not only will they do the age verification face scans for 18 plus content on YouTube, Spotify, Reddit, Discord, you name it, but they're going a few steps ahead. So they're gonna do the age checks for Google, Wikipedia, and other articles, which I'm kind of, you know, Gematrinator actually said this, I'll give him credit. He said, Australia is just an anagram for a trial USA. A trial USA, you get what that means, right? Whatever they implement in Australia It's just a trial run for what's going to happen in the United States much sooner or later. So the fact that Australia is going the most severe, most strict should not be a surprise. Yeah, Google, I just can't believe it. I mean, that's really North Korea, China level of censorship there. But even they're gonna go so far as an under 16 social media ban, which they are also discussing in the UK. Now, this backdoor checks on WhatsApp and government access, that's not accurate. I believe it's already kicking over in the UK, where iPhone and WhatsApp are trying to press back, but the UK is setting laws so that they can read what's on your phone. Digital ID for new babies is coming to the USA as part of the Big Beautiful Bill Act next year. And central bank digital currencies, that's gonna, I mean, you already see all the UK, USA, and Australia, and globally, they're already developing this. So that's gonna roll over. And all these X's, I mean, it's just a matter of time before all of this turns over, right? So let's start watching, and pardon me, I'm going to fix my header. Okay, it's not working, so I don't know what's wrong there. All right, basically, let's just get right into it then. Well, I'm gonna start with the UK first, and then we'll get into the other countries. I do live in the UK. I couldn't believe it. Like, when I noticed it, it was the fact that I tried to go on Discord, and you know how sometimes you set channels on Discord? Yeah, I couldn't log into the Discord channel without, and I haven't, and I'm gonna hold out and try not to, hopefully never having to submit my ID. I'd rather go off the internet completely than have to submit to this nonsense, and I think a lot of you feel the same. Okay, so here we go.
Censoring the internet what's coming that makes censoring the internet this urgent? Because right now, governments across the world are killing the free internet in lockstep. The UK's Online Safety Act just went live. They say it's to protect children, but now you need to upload an ID to use Spotify, YouTube, and even Google. You refuse? Account deleted. Everyone is treated like a child until proven adult. As a result, VPN signups in the UK are up 1,400%. Australia demanding backdoors into encrypted messages. And in the US, Congress just introduced the Screen Act and the Kids Online Safety Act, copying the same exact blueprint we see abroad. And now, in America, starting on August 13th, YouTube will use AI to estimate your age based on your viewing habits. If it guesses you're under 18, you'll be forced to upload a government ID. And Spotify, they now require face scans to access age-restricted content in the UK. Europe votes this fall on Chat Control 2.0, scanning every single photo, message, and email on your phone, encrypted or not. Small websites, they can't afford to comply, so they're just blocking entire countries. The internet is literally shrinking, and a surveillance grid is being set up around the remnants. A digital gulag where your photos, your searches, and your payments are logged and can be used against you. So again, why now? Why all at once? Because a globally coordinated initiative between nation states and major corporations does not just pop up overnight. What can you do? Download a VPN, get on decentralized platforms like Nostr, and learn peer-to-peer money like Bitcoin. Because soon, it won't just be your data at risk, it can be your freedom. What's coming that
All right, so that was a good recap of like everything. You can tell like it's just gonna get worse, and no amount of pushback is gonna make it go away basically at this point. So they've been threatening to take VPNs away in the UK.
The UK censorship law is already affecting the rest of the world, and now politicians are threatening to take down VPNs. See, this all started with the Online Safety Act, which forces users in the UK to dox themselves with government IDs or face scans just to access basic online features. All in the name of protecting the kids, of course. But not only has the government already abused that power to censor political criticism, but when over 400,000 people signed a petition to repeal the law, the official response was them basically saying, we're not even going to consider it. So now companies are being forced to either be like Wikipedia, which is suing the UK over the Online Safety Act, or be like Spotify, saying that they will literally delete your account if you don't verify your ID. And this isn't just a problem in the UK anymore, because now YouTube also announced that an AI is going to be tracking everything that you watch and start feeding you age-appropriate content if it thinks that you're under 18, no matter where you live. And the US is also pushing for 2 new bills trying to force ID verifications on everyone. So while VPNs might seem like the solution for now, UK politicians already said that they could take action against them if they start causing too many problems.
What the fuck, dude? Like, it's just so crazy that they want to pass this so fast.
You will now be required to pass intrusive age checks to access most social media sites, as the Online Safety Act comes into force. Content that could be deemed harmful to children will now be age-gated as new legal obligations for online platforms kick in. Companies are being compelled to use dangerously intrusive methods like biometric face scans, or demand users hand over copies of their ID cards and passports for access to certain websites. This will have a catastrophic impact on freedom online and introduce additional risks to children and adults alike.
Can't even access Reddit. I've not even tried. I'm not a Reddit user. I don't know if you guys in the UK want to double check. I guess I could even try right now, but you get the point.
Why can I not get into Reddit? What's going on? Oh, that's because the Parliament just enacted the Protection of Children Codes of Practice. It's part of the Online Safety Act. Okay, but wasn't that in 2023? Well, yeah, but this is a new addition to that. You're required to submit a picture of yourself or of your license to prove that you're an adult, so that way children won't have access to harmful content. I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. It would make all those corn ads and the bad websites inaccessible to children. But wait, how does that relate to Reddit? I was just looking up info on why Israel's still not allowing Palestinians to get aid. Yeah, well, initially it was advertised as making sure children don't see corn on the internet. The problem is it's now sanitizing the internet and disproportionately hurting smaller websites, as well as removing anonymity, and even blocking entire sections of websites or platforms that are labeled as harmful because they contain information on stuff like anti-government speech, fraud, undocumented immigrants, and even entire websites or platforms soon are going to be blocked if they have any user-generated content.
Yep, so basically they can decide what's harmful to kids, quote unquote. It's such a loose terminology, and censor anything now.
Now has sweeping powers to decide what you can and can't see online. Total control. All under the guise of protecting children. Give me a break. This is rubbish. The Online Safety Act is the single greatest assault on free speech in modern British politics. And guess what? Gullible, or complicit even, Tory MPs lined up to vote for it. It was sold to them as a way to stop kids watching adult material. But please, if a teenager can hack M&S, they can download a VPN in seconds, and they're far more advanced than you people think they are at home.
Penguin Zero reacting to oh my god, it's so funny because I can't with him, but he's got a point.
I swear with lived in the UK.
Oh my
lived
god.
in the UK. I swear with my hand on a stack of Bibles, I would leave right now as a result of everything that's happening with the Online Safety Act. It is the most anti-freedom legislation I've seen just blatantly get pushed through onto its citizens. It is unbelievable how bad it's already spiraling out of control. And it started dystopian.
I'm just gonna say, it's coming to theaters near you. It doesn't matter where you live. This is happening everywhere in a matter of time.
It threatens to ban users who don't verify their age. A petition calling for the Online Safety Act to be revoked has reached almost 500,000 signatures. The act's designed to stop children from accessing harmful content online, with massive fines in place for companies that don't comply. Many thought the act would just cover porn sites, but it's clear the restrictions go much further, with Spotify and Xbox among the companies that are insisting that they now need to verify the age of their users.
Spotify and Xbox, what the fuck? Yeah, they could even
said it could delete accounts that fail the government's new age verification. The checks are intended to protect children from harmful content, meaning users must prove they're old enough to access explicit music and videos. Spotify's got 700 million users, and if you're not one of those who's verified your...
God, how fucking lucky were we to be born in the 90s or 80s or 70s, whenever you guys were born, or the 60s. I mean, come on, like, at this point, like, holy shit. It's so crazy where things are going. I don't know about you guys, but feel really lucky to have spent my childhood in an era where this kind of dystopian nightmare wasn't in place.
Up about the UK's new age verification law, because a lot of people missed the point. It is not just porn sites that will be caught up under this new act, it is so much more than that. The provision for harmful content under the Online Safety Act is so broad that it's laughable. We're talking depictions of violence against fictionalised characters. That could put Netflix films behind age verification, it could put Marvel movies behind it, and it could put PG films behind it. The wording is so vague and so overreaching that it means that any kind of website serving any kind of content may have to throw up a verification wall.
And here's this media curfew that might happen.
Use all social media and have a curfew imposed on you. If you're under 16 in the UK or know someone who is, you're gonna need to see this. It's been in the headlines worldwide for a while now. Should under 16s or under 18s not even be allowed on social media altogether? Now, in breaking news in the last couple of days, in the UK, they are set to announce a 2-hour screen time limit and a curfew for UK kids.
Oh my God.
First of all, what they're trying to do is add a 2-hour cap per platform, so you'll be able to use each of these for 2 hours a day, and then after that, you can't use it anymore. Which, yeah, let me know.
Sorry, there's so many fucking loopholes. What about rich kids who could just buy like unlimited amounts of phones and phone numbers? Also, what about like parents just giving their kids the app anyway on their phone? Like, there's so many fucking ways to get around this technically. Like, it's so fucking retarded. This is a meme, by the way, but it says, "Are you having arrestable thoughts?" And it was put up in
This
London.
fake sign in the UK says, "Controlled thought zone. Are you having an arrestable thought?" Thought monitoring technology has been installed in this area. Prohibited thoughts are punishable by the court of law.
Literally what we're getting into.
Around for 48 hours, and it's already spiraling completely out of control. Because while the act was originally there to protect children from harmful content online, it has done anything but that, because you're now required to pretty much dox yourself to access any content that is viewed as 18 plus out of the eyes of the government by sending your face or ID to a random privately owned verification system. With searches for VPNs and Tor browsers skyrocketing, leading kids to places far worse than what is on the normal internet, places where people go to seek help anonymously for their problems.
Yeah, like it's backfire. Oh, look at this anti-VPN propaganda. I couldn't even believe that this fucking was put out by the UK, but it's just so condescending. Like,
they're thinking of using VPNs. Let me just say to you directly, verifying your age keeps a child safe, keeps children safe in our country. So let's just not try and find a way around. Just prove your age.
Like, dude, oh, take a look at the time too. 7-4 Gematria English. That's the Masonic number. And of course you got BBC 223, another Skull and Bones number. I mean, seriously, it's like if they tell you in a condescending way, it's propaganda. Okay, so let's look at some of what's happening from the US. I mean, it's just similar. A lot of these guys are just kind of talking about the world news, so bear with me.
Are rushing to lock down the internet right now. This is not a drill. In the US, YouTube is testing AI to scan your face and guess your age. If it thinks you're under 18, you'll need to upload your ID. Australia is moving to require ID just to access the internet, including services like Google. Even Spotify in the UK started asking for IDs just to listen to music. They're pushing this internet lockdown under the guise of protecting the children, which obviously the tied to everything, even going as far as shutting down the House early to avoid voting on it. They're conditioning us to accept this as safety, but it's really about control. Once IDs are required to access platforms, dissent becomes traceable. Every video you watch, every comment you make, every click tied to your soon-to-be digital ID. This isn't just censorship. This is the foundation for a social credit score. And with governments working hand in hand with big tech companies, the line between private corporations and the surveillance state is completely gone.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's the fact that these third-party ass, like, untrustworthy sites are the ones with your ID in this database that can be hacked. Like, are you fucking serious? Like that's why we're avoiding this. Like we avoided the clot shot. Like, fuck this.
Would you believe me if I told you that governments around the world are working in a coordinated effort to put restrictions on your access to the internet? This one's good too. This one's clever. Honestly, it shouldn't surprise anyone. They've been building towards this for years, for decades almost. Now let's get into it. This week you had Australia announce that it was going to ban YouTube for all children under 16. This is under the guise of keeping children safe. Yeah, if governments gave a shit about keeping children safe, we'd have the Epstein files by now. You feel me? So then you have this Bonnie Blue character over in the UK.
Which we just did a video on her in our last live stream, and I was so curious. Like, actually, I found later that her name matches Satanic Agenda. And I was like, fuck's sake, like, what's the other reason for her? And now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. It's so blaringly disturbing that the parents ask for a solution to the problem of the hypersexualization. And it's problem reaction solution, of course, of course.
She's the gal that classy gal that banged 1,000 dudes in one go. Rock on. Anyways, one of the public broadcasters over in the UK did a documentary on this girl for some fucking reason. Like, out of all the people in the world, out of all the humanitarian work going on in Gaza and all the beautiful, real heroes in the world, they choose this whatever. I mean, whatever. But I don't think that's an accident, right? It's got everyone in an uproar. Now, people in the UK want to see some restrictions on the internet. You see where this is going? Now you sprinkle in Palantir in America, right? The AI infrastructure, $400 billion worth being built, digital currency. We're it's already too late, probably. But I figured I'd just point that out. They're going to use porn and other means to justify taking away your access to the internet, which is access to knowledge.
Facts.
To ruin the hell out of gaming. Rockstar is prepared to ask people for their real ID just to look at their website. Xbox says that they're going to be asking for ID as early as 2026, with a lot of developers underneath Xbox saying that this is going to make their job a lot harder. Discord is now asking for verification as well. Spotify is now asking people for their ID just to listen to fucking music. And YouTube is about to start rolling out AI to see if you're a real adult. So if you watch a bunch of kid videos and try to go watch a Dead Space lore video, they gonna ask you for your ID. This shit is so cooked that they're trying to make it to the point where you can't even buy Detroit Become Human. What the fuck? Yeah, guys, this is that bullshit, and it's starting to look like the 1900s, saying that we trying to save the kids. No, you ain't. You trying to control us. And don't even get me started on this MasterCard shit that they got going on Steam. Why the fuck do you care what I buy? This is gonna take a big hit to media in gaming as a whole, because now you have to upload your fucking ID to every single part of social media just to access shit that you could have accessed years ago. But all of a sudden they care about the kids. We are fucked.
So yeah, this one's about the ID chips for babies in the US next year.
Every baby born in the US will get a digital ID at birth. Not just name and date. We're talking fingerprints, retina scan, even DNA. This ID will be required for school, hospitals, even phone apps. And parents, you don't get a choice, it's federal law. Some states say, no digital ID, no health insurance. Supporters call it protection. Critics call it control. So what do you think, child safety or a lifetime of surveillance?
Obviously.
Your driver's license to Spotify, or else we won't be able to protect the kids. The president's a pedophile. What the fuck are you talking about right now? Protect the kids from the internet? You want to protect the kids from the internet? We can't protect the kids in the schools. We can't protect the kids in the schools. And you want me to upload my driver's license to use fucking YouTube? And you're talking about releasing AI drones that shoot pepper balls into the schools because there might be a fucking shoot. The President of the United States went in a fucking press conference with Triple H standing behind him. And they asked him, why are you friends with Jeffrey Epstein anymore? He said he stole from me. He stole an employee. He was talking about a 16-year-old girl. He said, the President of the United States said that the most prolific pedophile in America stole a child from him, and that's why they stopped being friends. And you want me to upload my driver's license to your fucking website? So what, so you can get more ad space in my goddamn brain? Suck my shit. No, you see.
Yeah, it's the hypocrisy is insane. It's like unbelievable.
Going to roll out age estimation technology in the US. And if we think you're under 18, we're going to require biometric data or ID to prove that you're not. So you're going to arbitrarily take away people's accounts and hold them hostage unless they willingly allow you to harvest their data. Well, when you say it like that, it doesn't sound so good. Because it's dystopian! Whether it is Steam taking away adult games because credit card companies didn't like it, or Spotify requiring you to scan your face to access explicit content, the internet and private data is heading down a dark path. We just want to make the internet a more safe place place for kids. The internet is not for kids. No child should have unchecked access to the internet. And if they do, it is the parents' fault. Well, that's a little harsh. Every single electronic and platform already has built-in content moderation tools that parents can use, but most of them don't.
That's so true. Yeah, exactly. Like they already this stuff, the online platforms already have parental controls. Like there's literally no excuse. Oh god, another Penguin Zero video. I'm sorry, but
Wait, what's that? You don't want to give over your ID or do our facial scans in order to earn permission to the content? What? You don't want to be a good noodle? Okay, well here's what's going to happen. Your account's going to get deactivated. You cannot use Spotify if you don't meet the minimum age requirements for the market you're in. If you cannot confirm you're old enough to use Spotify, your account will be deactivated and eventually deleted. If your account was deactivated due to an inaccurate age estimation, you can look for the email in your inbox which allows you to reactivate your account within 90 days of deactivation and then go through ID verification. If we still can't confirm you're old enough to use Spotify, or if no action is taken within 7 days of reactivation, your account will be permanently deleted.
I just fucking unsubscribe from Spotify. Like, I can't with this shit. Like, no. This is so fucked up. So I hope there is gonna be, like, international fucking, what do you call it? Boycotts on these companies. Good old
You've committed a crime and you want to confess, click yes. Otherwise, click no. You have chosen no, meaning you've committed a crime, but don't want to confess. A paddy wagon is now speeding to your home.
From we want to keep kids safe to you have to hand in your government ID to access Spotify. The UK implemented this new age verification, such a slippery slope. For one, IDing people online is just so different from IDing people in person because the bartender is not taking a picture of my driver's license to upload to a database where it could potentially be hacked.
Exactly. Oh, this is creepy. So this is the Bill Gates. No, I'll just play it.
Accepted by U.S. Digital IDs must be accepted by U.S. citizens by 2028 or risk exclusion from society. I think that's what the Bible warns about. You will neither be able to buy or sell without the mark.
Looks pretty serious. Fucked up.
Must be accepted by U.S. citizens by 2028 or risk exclusion from society. Christian, are you going?
I'm gonna quickly hop over to Australia and then we'll end with the alien invasion news.
And look at that under 16 ban. The real guts of that is that everyone will have to prove if they're over 16 or not. That means you've got to have digital identity. So let's have a look at the digital identity bill, the identity verification bill, the misinformation and disinformation bill, the under 16 ban bill, and a digital currency. All of those were introduced or developed by the Morrison Liberal National Government. Now, if you have all of those together, what it means, Cameron, is that if you keep this podcast and you discuss COVID again, you won't get your digital currency. They've got complete control of you through.
Yeah, and it's okay. For example, I use this voice mod to not get recognized because I don't want anything I say, especially live, to get taken out of context. Maybe I drop a few cuss words. Maybe I say something off the top of my head that I just didn't fucking mean to. And then what? If like at some point YouTube has to verify IDs, it's what, like your literal, what are they gonna give it to the government? That you've been dissenting online, and you have like, oh god, it's just such a slippery slope. But yeah, this is again in Australia. this bit.
Becoming digital surveillance precincts with so-called smart city programs being rolled out across the country. Invasive technology such as facial recognition cameras, license plate readers, smart lights, smart poles, smart cars, smart neighbourhoods, smart homes and smart appliances, all connected to wireless networks and communicating with each other. So what's wrong with that? Technology is good, isn't it? All this is for your safety, security and convenience, isn't it? Well, let me tell you, your streets are spying on you, your mobile phone is spying on you, your cities are spying on you, and the infrastructure for future lockdowns is being put into place right now. Don't be fooled. You're being set up to be tracked through your movements and through the future of your digital wallets.
True, like, this is setting it up for future lockdowns.
Introduce unprecedented age verification checks for search engines such as Google, without the consent of the Australian people. What started as concern for children on social media, biometric age checking across the digital landscape. For what reason? Safety? I don't buy that. I'm sure you don't believe it.
Age of 16 will not be able to have accounts on YouTube. They will also not be able to have accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, X, amongst other platforms. We want Australian parents and families to know that we've got your back.
So yeah, I still don't fucking get it, because your parent could do all this ID check shit and then still hand their phone to their child anyway. Like,
Yeah, so what he's actually saying is people over 16 have to submit their IDs, have to submit KYC so that we can see that they're over 16. This is his clever way of just saying, now we can monitor our entire adult population. We can monitor what they say, we can monitor what they post, we can monitor their views and opinions. And just like we've seen in the UK, where people are being arrested for Facebook posts, where people are being put in jail for Facebook posts, Australia, goodbye to your freedom. They've just taken it away.
yeah, that's true. That you can get arrested here for talking about certain subjects or making a meme. Especially about immigration policy here in the UK.
Banned on social media. That sounds good, right? And look, I agree. They're set up for mass surveillance. And brace yourself, because here's what's happening. Instead of the government creating safe, local solutions, they've just handed off the job to big tech companies, Meta, TikTok, YouTube, and Snapchat. These platforms now have to prove they're doing effective age verification checks, or they face up to $50 million in fines.
All right. I think I did have a YouTube video really quick. This is about the US though, but yeah.
In the United States to detect if users are actually under 18. It ignores the stated age and applies restrictions to users it suspects are teens. Your Spotify account is getting deleted unless you do age verification. Then Wikipedia is currently in a legal battle with the United Kingdom government to try and stop the platform from being censored in the UK or even completely blocked, thanks to the Online Safety Act. I want to remind everybody how this started. This started with a feminist activist group in Australia contacting payment processors like Visa and MasterCard to get Steam and itch.io to remove adult games. What started off as just, let's ban the porn and protect the kids, has now turned into straight up the entirety of the internet getting collectively censored back to back. And you can no longer say that this is just affecting, let's say, the United Kingdom. We have YouTube going into this, and they are now testing stuff with the United States. This alone showcases that this is not just one country, this is not just one niche little area, this is affecting massive sites around the entire internet, and now even YouTube is falling to the censorship storm that has been ongoing. I want to outline just this in particular, how bad this is. I mean, I want to cover all this, there's a lot to talk about here, but this one in particular is really bad for one reason alone.
When you write, your tone influences how...
For one reason alone. Inbound ad, of course. So, one second. I think from here, I did want to pivot to the alien UFO stuff. So, but first, here is that, I think it's this one. Here's the petition repeal the Online Safety Act. I'm shocked that it only has 500,000 signatures. Like, it does go on until October. I picked an interesting deadline, 2211. But yeah, I would expect this to already be at 1 million. I don't know. Like, it does ask you to like put in so much information, so maybe a lot of people are even hesitant to sign the petition. But yeah, it's fucked up, and it doesn't matter. They don't care. They're gonna even like this open letter. I mean, reconsider they've already said they don't care. Whoever signs whatever petition. Okay, so here's the interesting bit, because this was 1 day ago. This got posted 1 day ago. And I had just shared the Project Bluebeam decodes with you guys, and I don't know, so let me know if you find any more. But yeah, age verification, I mean, that one really stands out to me, and obviously Internet ID check is literally Project Bluebeam. And of course they would want that to happen because, God, in order to pull off Project Bluebeam, they have to have the limited amount of people online. And they have to have ways in which to legally go after anyone who, says anything against the approved news sources. So yeah, I'm not surprised the Online Safety Act matches NASA's Project Bluebeam. But I was shocked because I was not expecting to see a video so soon after this, right? After this. And again, it's going to be a fake alien invasion, but they're going to sell it as a real alien invasion, right? And I just couldn't believe it. Like, okay, here's what this is kicking off apparently right about right now in the US.
Over the weekend, this green blinking squid-like UFO was caught flying over Texas and recorded by hundreds. And this is crazy because just a couple days before, a Harvard professor announced that a comet that they spotted in outer space could be evil alien technology.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, look at this date, July 30th. That was just a few days ago. Super fast new comet could be evil alien technology, Harvard professor argues. Ugh, here we go.
And if this came to Earth, it would arrive sometime late 2025 or early 2026.
What the fuck? That's happening soon. That's this fucking year, the end of this year. What the fuck?
If there's an alien invasion, no one's really going to care about the Epstein files anymore. Which leads me to one of the oldest conspiracy theories in the book, Project Bluebeam.
And again, Project Bluebeam. That's why it's so important to check out these ciphers. And I mean, this is literally the book it came from. NASA's Project Bluebeam, that was the name of the book, is NASA Fake Alien Invasion Online Safety App. Project Bluebeam. Like she just said it out loud. Project Bluebeam, Internet ID check. Right?
That claims NASA and other global elites are planning to use advanced technology to simulate an alien invasion or a religious event in order to usher in New World Order. In other words, scare everybody for population control. This theory started with a real declassified CIA document called the Chadwell Memo, where Agent Chadwell said that flying objects appear to have implications for psychological warfare, and went on to Peter Thiel saying he's obsessed with the UFOs and he plans to get to the bottom of the.
Oh God, JD Vance obsessed with UFOs. Oh fuck.
mystery sightings. So, is the media and the government priming us for something?
Obviously. Okay, there's a few more that I found.
To invade.
This one is a bit, I mean, when was that? 2 weeks ago? Okay, this one's about 2 weeks ago.
The United States this November. That's what the news is saying. Not only are they saying that they're going to attack us November, it gets even crazier, but we'll get to that part in 1 minute. You won't even believe me. Look, remember, many of us have known that this was coming. This, you get it? Possible hostile alien threat detected in unknown interstellar object. And it's slated to attack our planet in November according to a controversial new study. I gotta blank this one out because many people don't like the source. But
Okay, shit, sorry. I just found a few things. Hostile 88, like Trump, Epstein. The word hostile equals 88. Hostile alien threat equals 201. Like UK Online Safety Act or Illuminati ritual. Hostile alien. What did I say? Sorry, it's late here. Hostile alien threat 201. I mean, seriously. Let me make sure I type that in. Hostile alien threat. Like Online Safety Act. UK Online Safety Act. Oh my god. And Illuminati ritual, the Freemasonic order. I'm just doing this back end stuff really quick. Okay, so if you go on here, then I've checked it up here. Hostile alien threat. And that's, I took that straight from the news report, right? Let's go back and just check that out. So possible hostile alien threats. I just took hostile alien threat.
according to a controversial new study. I gotta blank this one out because many people don't like the source. But there's many news agencies saying the same thing. And that's not even the craziest part. Why don't you look at this flyer right here? Alien Earth, a new show coming in a few days, showing the alien with the Earth in its mouth.
Oh my god! I mean, I love the Alien series. I bet you do too. The Alien versus Predator series. I think this one's a television show, so it's actually like got a few episodes. It's coming out this month. I forget. Yeah, I think you just said in a few days or whatever. But I didn't even think about that. You're right. Like, this is like, oh, look at that. It actually gives you the date, August 12th. All right. I'll do it. I'll make a stream about it when it comes out. And I'll do some date numerology because that's interesting.
By the way, look at this one. Very curious. Coming on August 12th, just a few months before November. So do you remember when I made the video about Charlie Kirk posting to his own Twitter that they were seeing UFOs and the pilots of the plane were talking about the UFOs that were surrounding them? And I told you guys there was most definitely a meaning for that. Well, on Twitter, a lot of people were alleging that the leader of the US was going to come out with alien life declassification because people were getting antsy about a certain situation, certain pieces of paper with certain people's names on it. Starts with an E. And then just a few days later, New York Times, other places are saying that we are possibly going to be attacked by aliens. What a time to be alive. And by the way, it's not just the BB, it's an elaborate scheme with many different places and faces and people, and demons and fallen angels and everything. Because what if under your feet there were certain things going on right now? It's more than just demons, it's the most demonic thing your mind can conceive.
What the fuck, man?
They're setting it up. They're about to pull this off, this great deception. They are lying. Whatever this is right here, this 31A, whatever thing this is in the space that they're talking about, they are about to manipulate every whole thing over to a strong delusion. The Bible says that 3 frog-like spirits come out.
I think this is the last video I had 6 days ago posted, and it is again giving that November timeline.
I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon's UFO chief. This is a Pentagon guy, a UFO chief, the chairman of Harvard's astronomy department as well, both releasing a report on Tuesday where they wrote an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth. You've got the Pentagon talking about the idea of a mothership going above us and sending probes down.
An alien mothership, wouldn't that be an easy way to explain it and to cause global fear? I did just look up alien Earth. Alien Earth equals propaganda like globe Earth. So let me just pull that up really quick. So again, the only way they can pull this off is by perpetuating the globe Earth model. Hashtag flat earther. Yeah. So that'll be a good stream. Okay, I think that's it for now. I did have a little bit about the CBDCs, God, central banking digital currencies, CBDCs in the future. But since it's not here yet, I'm not gonna fearmonger just yet. But again, that is coming in the next year or so. So in tandem with all this, say goodbye to cash. It's gonna be a cashless society. Social credit is coming. The works. And I don't know. Could it really pull off the alien stuff this year? I don't know. It seems too soon. It seems like they always want to push it back. But it is weird. It is so weird how fast they've managed to roll all of this out, right? It just feels like night and day. Like it's just so crazy. I couldn't believe it. I want to see if I can share with y'all what it looks like. If you're not aware already what it looks like when you try to access like a forbidden channel or something. 1 second. Okay, so here's our Discord. I just put up an age restriction really quick just to show you guys. So yeah, if you want to chat here, fine, right? I've just quickly put that age verification up. It's when you do the overview and then age restricted, users will need to confirm. Now, back in the day, this did nothing. Like, all you had to do was press you're over 18 button. You didn't have to upload your ID. You didn't have to do any of this crazy shit, right? So that's what we're all used to on Discord. But now, you could set any channel to age restricted. And this channel is literally just videos, like YouTube videos. And now it says, does it show? Oh yeah, so now it says you need to take a video selfie or scan your ID, follow the steps, and we'll DM you the results. I mean, this is the most dystopian shit I've ever seen. And no, I'm not going to comply to this. And no, I don't want any other person to comply to this on our server. So I'm going to take this down immediately. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to be coerced into this yet again, like once they roll out the CBDCs. And and having this digital ID for like everything, that you might even have to do it in order to keep your Discord server, in order to have an account. You know, that's probably the future of it. But I'm going to take it off now. That way, save changes. That way, see, now it's accessible again to anybody. How freaking weird is that? It's so creepy, man. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all a quick video of that, and I'll be back soon. Hopefully try to do a few more of these. But yeah, have a great evening, y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.